I see you there, Dawn. Somebody's Skyping in, which is cool. Okay, hold on for a second. I'm going to get to you a second. Because you have a lot of good reviews for the book from the readers, and some mixed reviews from what I like to call delusional church folk. Right. Is the church a primary or secondary focus in your story?
The church is actually a secondary focus. Mm-hmm. The primary focus is, I don't want to say the religion or the people who are the people. To me, the primary focus is the person who should be held accountable.
Infidelity.
Exactly in the instance of the infidelity or the leadership of the flock. Mm-hmm. Let's say that when you're a leader, and we'll get. I'm sure hopefully sometime during the show we'll talk about people in leadership positions and the infidelity. Tiger Woods. Or, yes. Bill Clinton. Or, just anybody in a position of power and their infidelity. This is no different. It happens in the church as well. But we don't talk about it. It's taboo to talk about it. Mm-hmm. So I am the bad guy because I am bringing it to the forefront. Right. And just to give you an excerpt. Is it okay to read an excerpt from the book?
Go ahead.
And this is in their initial meeting of Pastor Donnell Parker and Elise. He's actually at her home in this situation. Donnell stated that he used to frequent the quote-unquote booty clubs and still knows the owners. Our conversation went from talking about past relationships to questions like, what do you like to do? After about 45 minutes of the getting to know each other type of conversation, I got up to light some jasmine incense. Donnell looked at me very intensely. I felt him staring so hard that I turned around and said, what? Come here, he said. What for? I replied. All you need is some love. Yeah, right, I said as if he was joking. Girl, just come here and sit down, he demanded. I smiled and went over to him. He stood up as I sat down in front of him. He began to massage my shoulders. It felt very good and gentle. I slowly disappeared into his long, deep strokes. I could also feel his pelvic area pressed against my back. It didn't feel too bad. He continued to massage my shoulders and soon moved up to my neck. He then moved up to behind my ears, and that's when I realized that the attractive Reverend was making a pass at me. His advances were hard to reject. It had been almost a year since I had been with a man intimately. I knew I should not accept his advances. This man was married and a minister. Mm-hmm. Should I kick him out or play his game? I turned to him slightly, grabbed his hands, and took his left middle finger and sucked on it very erotically. I then looked at him and said, know who you are fucking with before you fuck with them. So you tell me who was dominating that situation.
We need some applause for that. Yeah, I got to get my hands on the book. I'm so mad that I haven't been able to check it out before we did the interview, but I'm definitely going to check it out now. Let me see. I need to extend the time because we've got like 10 minutes left, but I'm going to extend the time so we can finish this interview. Because we've got...
What's your take on infidelity in the church?
Infidelity in the church, it's an illusion. Or should I say fidelity?
Fidelity.
In the church.
Fidelity altogether?
Fidelity altogether. It's an illusion. Within the church, with even not even outside the church. It's all an illusion to me. Monogamy. It's all an illusion because, just like we were talking earlier, Veronica, and Veronica and I go back and forth with this discussion all the time.
So you don't think it's possible for a man and a woman to be monogamous?
No.
Wow.
Not a man and woman, not a woman and woman, not a man and man, nobody. Because we are not monogamous creatures. If we were meant to be monogamous, don't you think it would have been kind of hardwired into us? Or like breathing. We don't have to concentrate on breathing. Being monogamous takes a whole lot of discipline and concentration. You have to maintain it. If you don't maintain it, you don't do it. That's why you got all these people. That's why you got the Tiger Woods and the Kobe Bryants and all these goddamn politicians. How many white men we got in the news right now? All these goddamn politicians cheating on their damn wives.
That's true.
Monogamy, it's not meant for us to be monogamous, but for some reason, this unconventional world brainwashes us, and that's a word that you used earlier. They brainwash us to live in these different realms of conventional thinking that is not meant for us to live in. And it's like a prison. And that's why people tend to fall outside of this whole concept of monogamy. Monogamy is one of those, it's like being given prison food. If you don't have to eat it, you don't want to eat it.
Right.
Because, I've never been in prison, but I'm pretty sure from the television shows I've seen, prison food pretty much sucks. Nobody wants to fucking eat it. And that's the same concept with monogamy. Nobody really wants to eat it. They do it because the conventional world convinces them this is how we should be.
What do you think, Veronica?
We're not going to. Do you think people can be faithful?
We don't have enough time for me and Antoinette to get into our discussion. But just briefly, I just want to say this monogamy, just like anything else, it's worth having and worth working at. A relationship, a marriage.
That's true.
Any of that stuff is worth having and worth working for.
I agree with you.
I think for people to say, it's a cop-out to say it's an illusion or it's not possible. That's giving people excuses to be unfaithful to their partner. If you really love somebody,
are you kidding me? People are doing it anyway without the excuse.
What? But you're giving them a very easy way out of it. Oh, that's not natural. So I have to cheat.
It's not natural. That's the truth.
That's a cop-out to me.
That's that concept. That's why you don't like the concept, because it's not. It's the truth. Who wants to deal with the truth? What happens when people deal with the truth?
Well, you know what? I agree with you on that. Let me hold you right there. With me, I agree with you. People are going to cheat. They're going to be attracted to other people. I don't want it to be so in your face.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I don't like.
Right.
I want to feel like I am that special and I am the queen in your life. And like Veronica said, that you love me so much that you want me to feel like I am your everything, your all in all, because that's what I'm going to give to you. I'm going to give you 110%. Don't make me feel like I'm not good enough to be your all in all. Now, if you go out there and you cheat and it's behind closed doors, don't bring it into my house. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. You're right. People are going to like who they're going to like. They're going to fuck who they want to fuck. They're going to tell you if they don't do it. But I have some people that I know that feel like I would rather just tell you that I'm fucking 3 other people and you have a choice to either deal with it or not deal with it. It's so in your face that it kind of makes you feel like I'm not enough.
Io says that, but Io has been a monogamous person and she's been in a relationship.
I love monogamy. I like the concept of monogamy, but I know it's not real. It's not real. Go ahead.
I just add, because you said it's such an illusion that, you have been a monogamous person in a relationship.
Yes, I am. I embrace monogamy. I love it so. But it doesn't exist. But it does not exist. I have been in numerous relationships and I have not had monogamy.